Hey, Max.
Oh yeah, a little more monitor. Thanks so much. Check, check, check. 1, 2, check. Check, check. Nice. Awesome. Thank you so much. Cause I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is cause I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I'm getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Thank you. Nice. All right. Divine energy flows through me. Let's do that again. Divine energy flows through me, healing my spirit, body, and soul. Divine energy flows through me, cleansing my thoughts and making me whole. Calm and quiet, strong and clear, God's voice within me knows no fear. Divine energy flows through me, healing my spirit, body, and soul. Calm and quiet, strong and clear, God's voice within me knows no fear. Divine energy flows through me, healing my spirit, body, and soul. Healing my spirit, making me whole.
Let's hope not. Let's hope it's not a show. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. And for anybody joining us online, welcome. It's lovely to have you here with us. We will start by, first of all, lighting the candle to represent the Christ consciousness, the light. Yeah, I like to sometimes just think of this as that burning light of possibility, of enthusiasm, of the God within each one of us. And the more that we can recognize this in everybody and see it in everybody, as well as honoring it within ourselves, I have found that life just works better. Would everybody like life to work better? Yes. Yeah, that would be great, right? And then we will light our candle for this month's Power of Release. And I love to read what Patricia writes for me. It's great. The spiritual ability to let go of what no longer serves you, such as negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, resentments, and physical clutter. Anybody feeling like a clean out anywhere in the home? How about computer files? Huh? Desktops, things like that? Yeah. To make space for new opportunities and a greater sense of freedom. And so we acknowledge this power of release that we all have as a spiritual or a part of our spiritual journey. Thank you. Joanne, please.
Am I on now? Well, good morning. Good afternoon, Unity community. We welcome all people, all faiths, and all lifestyles. A special welcome, as Thomas said, to everyone online who's joining us today, and for anyone who's with us in person for the first time, we're very glad you're joining us. Our 3 Unity Vancouver Island centers are located on the ancestral land of Indigenous people across Vancouver Island. Here in Nanaimo, we respectfully acknowledge that our community is located on the traditional territory of the Usunomic First Nation. Hi, Septka. Please join me in repeating our vision statement. Unity Vancouver Island is a growing, unfolding, expanding center of light and love, mighty to attract its good and radiate good to others. Now take a deep breath and settle into the knowing. There is one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. All good, all love, all intelligence. Right here, right now, I remember that this presence is not somewhere out there. It is the very essence of who I am. I am one with this presence, one with love, one with goodness. And so it is. Now, please, let's join Joshua with Gathering in Song, followed by If I Were Brave.
We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into life, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. There is abundance in our fellowship. This is a place we all belong. We place our trust in this great holiness. This is the moment, come along. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into life, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. There is a promise in our thankfulness. We know that when we seek, we find. We place our trust in this great holiness. The sacred space is yours and mine. We are gathering in song, welcoming the oneness, opening the doors of spirit wide. We are walking into life, starting out together on a journey through the miracles inside. So, quick question. Does anybody anybody know this song already? If I Were Brave by Jenna Stanfield? Yeah, some nods. This is a new one in the repertoire, so if you know it, feel free to sing along, and if not, feel free to just listen. We'll start learning it as we do it more together, okay? So this is all new. All right. What would I do if I knew I could not fail? If I believed, would the wind always fill up my sail? How far could I go? What would I achieve? Trusting the hero in me. If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, where fools and dreamers dare to tread. I'd never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step would I take today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What if we're all meant to do what we secretly dream? What would you do if you knew you could have anything? Like the mighty oak sleeps in the heart of a seed, are there miracles in you and me? If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, where fools and dreamers dare to tread. I'd never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step would I take today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? And if I refuse to listen to the voice of fear, would the voice of courage whisper in my ear? If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, where fools and dreamers dare to tread. I'd never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step would I take today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? If I were brave, if I were brave, if I were brave. Nice. Well done, well done.
So some announcements today. Tickets are on sale after service today for the next Bright Lights concert, featuring Bua with his songs of life, love, and prosperity, positivity. That's this coming Saturday, November the 29th. Doors open at 7, and the concert starts at 7:30. Now, check your newsletter for the link for the Advent book study with Reverend Thomas and Leslie, Saturday mornings beginning November the 29th. We have a special Advent. Reverend Vicky will be hosting Advent Thursday in Comox on this coming Thursday, November the 27th, December the 4th, 11th, and December the 18th. So if you feel like a drive and a chat, that's a good place to go. Next, we have tickets are on sale for the next Soundscape Sound Bath on Sunday, November the 30th at 7 p.m. Tickets today are $15 or $20 at the door. Now, we have a new feature today. On Monday, December the 8th, we will have the Laughter Circle right here, starting at 6:30 to 8 o'clock with Ross Taylor. So, something to look forward to. So, please see our newsletter or visit our website for details of all of our ongoing activities, such as prayer and study groups, including our course on miracles. And you remember last week, Leanne did mention that she'll be taking a little time off. So this Thursday, November the 27th, is her last Course in Miracles for 3 months, and she'll be back on March the 5th of 2026. So, to subscribe to the newsletter or to become a member of Unity, you can email Cindy at info@unityvancouverisland.com. So, we have our daily word, and that word is protected. I rest securely knowing that I am divinely protected. Protection is more than physical safety. It is the deep assurance that no harm can befall me at the level of spirit. I am guided and sustained by the infinite intelligence and love of spirit. This protection is not fear-based, but faith-based. A deep understanding that no matter what happens, what appears in the outer world, the Christ presence within me is my enduring spiritual protection. This awareness helps me put the news of the world in proper perspective. As I align my thoughts and feelings with spiritual truth, I feel safe. Affirming divine protection allows me to live boldly, knowing that I'm not alone. I believe in the prayer for protection, which assures me that I am surrounded, enfolded, and protected by the presence and power of God. And now let's join Joshua again for Get Out of the Way, followed by today's talk, Living in the Flow of Letting Go by Reverend.
Running around fixing this and that, giving it up to God and then taking it back. Just release and let it go. You don't even have to think about it no more. Get out of the way. Get out of the way and let God do his thing. Like the weight of the world on your back. Just take a deep breath and cut yourself some slack. All that drama ain't good for you. You couldn't change what is if you wanted to. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way and let God do his and the river's gonna flow. The tide's gonna rise without your say so. The universe is working and the good is flowing. You don't plant a seed, then dig it up to see if it's growing. So get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out the way and let God do its thing.
Thanks, Josh. I am like technology wizard today. Look at all the devices I have going on here. It's amazing. And I have nothing to say, but I have a lot of devices. Okay. I think I'm going to start. Yeah, I'll start with this. So before service today, Meg came to me and shared something that I was completely unaware of. And although I'm not, I don't like to announce things that are sort of global awarenesses, because if I miss any throughout the year, then it's like, why didn't you talk about that or this one? So I try to keep that stuff down to a minimum because I don't want to insult anybody or forget something. But she brought up to my attention today that Thursday, November 20th, was actual International Transgender Day of Remembrance. And with the Daily Word today about the freedom and the peace for people, I thought it was appropriate to mention that since 1999, this day has been recognized that I was unaware of, or for those that have been murdered because of them being who they are. And I think wherever that is in the world, that needs to stop. And so I just wanted to bring that to everybody's awareness in case you weren't aware that every year since 1999 on November 20th, this day has been recognized. And so I just invite all of us to just hold a moment of silence, if we could please, for, I think she said that there was 220-ish people in the last year that have lost their lives. 223. 283 in the last year that have lost their lives in the world because of this. So that we know of, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for that. Where do you go after that? So last week, I was up in Comox, and this month I have been talking about the different variances of release. And so last week, I discussed in Comox the idea of forgiveness. So in our first week together, we talked about release, then we talked about surrender, and last week I brought in the idea of forgiveness and how that can support us as a final sort of step to freedom. Is that when we release things, we at least we're immediately recognizing there is something to let go of within us. And then we can surrender to that idea, surrender to it fully, and allow that freedom, that peace to enter us. And from that, then, if you're anything like me, there's probably some forgiveness work to do to sort of top it all off as to where can I forgive others, where can I forgive situations, where can I forgive myself? Is there anybody here that's really hard on themselves? You know, I'm so dumb. I can't believe I did that. You know, those moments that come up in our lives where we just think, oh, what was I? And we don't want to carry that around, because what that does is it weighs us down and it takes away that ability to have freedom. And I'm not talking about freedom out in the world. I'm actually talking about the freedom to be who we are within ourselves. And to me, there's a difference. There's a difference between walking around with shame and guilt that nobody else will see, but you'll be carrying it with you, and then being able to walk around without that shame or guilt. And when I've seen both sides of that within myself, where when you don't have that burden, you're able to greet people, you're able to be present, you're able to actually be with other people, because that shame or guilt that you might be carrying around is sort of based in fear. And anytime we're carrying that fear around or that regret around, it's really hard to be present. It's hard to be with others, and it's hard to be with ourselves. And then we block love, we block creativity, we block possibility, we block the freedom to truly be the Christ light that we are. And so the last piece of that is forgiveness. And when we enter that forgiveness, then we can actually be in the flow of life. And has anybody here ever experienced the flow of life? You know, where time passes and you didn't even know. You're so engaged in something, you're so present that you don't want to stop what you're doing. Somebody interrupts you and you're like, what? And then you got to forgive yourself and forgive them, and you got to do you got to take a break to do all of that work again. But you know what I mean? You have those moments where life is just cruising. And that, to me, is the place that we'd like to get to all the time, isn't it? Don't we want to be in that state more than not in that state? Yeah. So if we think of this as flow is our native state, it's not a mystical high, it's the way life is designed to operate. And Charles Fillmore said, divine order is the underlying rhythm of the universe. And so when we're in that flow state, it's like divine order takes over. Things show up. The phone rings and somebody is there with something that is actually going to support the very stuff that you're working on in your life. Or you have a happening on the street where you meet somebody and a connection begins, or you go to an event because you're in that state that you're able to actually see possibility. You're actually able to notice and recognize when something is in alignment with your life. Because when we're not in that state, when we're hunkered in and just worrying about that thing that happened a week ago or yesterday or this morning in an email, you're not able to see possibility when it's right in front of you. You're not able to recognize the things that are supporting you on your journey or what you've asked the universe to manifest in your life. And so we want to get to that place so that we can truly welcome life to expand. And so resistance equals clinging, fear, overthinking, pushing, grasping. Any of those words ring true at times in our life? Yeah. Flow, however, is trusting, responding, allowing, moving with life. Like we're just moving in that state. And flow is not passive, it's responsive, right? We're actually able to respond in those moments and respond from a place of true freedom and love. So when our inner world is open, manifestation becomes the natural outpouring of consciousness. It's like it just happens. Making sense? Yeah. Yeah. So we want to pause. We've talked about this before. I have a bunch of these now. Pause, breathe, flow. Doesn't that sound good? Yeah. I mean, sometimes we might have to pause, breathe, and surrender, right? Sometimes we might have to pause, breathe, and soften in the moment. But really what we're looking for is that pause, breathe, flow state where life is singing. And I often think of, I know as a musician I've experienced that, but I often think of, for me, watching athletes. Doesn't matter what they're doing, but when you watch the Olympics, when you watch athletes who are really great at what they do, it's when they get out of the way of themselves that they can truly perform at their highest peak. And they may not win, but that's not what they're after usually. I mean, yes, they want to win, but really, when most of the interviews or books I've read on athletes, what they're aiming for is to peak and do their very best on the day. And hopefully that very best is enough to come in first place. But they want to work their way up to that big race at the Olympics and deliver their best performance ever on that day. So they want to break their old record, right? That's what they're aiming for. And they need to be in that state where they're not hindered by past results or past injuries or hurts or whatever that's happened in their life. So, this flow state, yesterday I was, let me go back. So there was a time in my life where I worked in the film business, and I had this great opportunity to be a second assistant director on a feature film. It was an independent feature. They had a budget just over $1 million, so not a big budget. This is going back, though, to like 1998, sometime in that time frame. And so what a second AD does is you work with the first AD in prep to build out the entire shooting schedule for the whole picture, right? So you have all your days, what scenes are going to be shot on those days, the locations that you're going to be in, and then the second AD basically runs the call sheet every day, creates it for the next day, has all the times on there, so you have to do all of the technical work for making sure everybody knows when they need to show up, where they need to be, where we're shooting, location, all of that stuff, and then that call sheet goes out. And also one of the jobs of the second AD is to call all of the cast and let them know what their call time is. Because every day you might have new cast members that they weren't there today shooting, but they're coming in tomorrow. And so there was this particular day where we had a late start to the day. I think we were starting at noon, something around there. And I was down on Granville Island with Leslie. We were just doing some shopping in the morning, and we had a call time in the afternoon. And I realized that the key actor for the day, I had not called them the day before to let them know what time they needed to be on set, and they're first up. Like, the whole first part of the day is them, and if they're not there, we have nothing to shoot. So I think I had a cell phone. Yeah, I had one of those little Nokia 626s or something, you know, it's basically a pocket dial phone, that's it. And I realized that I hadn't called them, and I immediately panicked. Like, to the point where, this is so dumb, I'm running through the parking lot to nowhere. Like, I'm not going to be able to get anywhere near this person. I don't even know where they live, but some reason I'm thinking if I run really fast somewhere, this will change everything. And I'm cursing and swearing at myself for this, like just a complete state of panic, you know, heart just like you can feel it pumping out of my chest. And I couldn't get a hold of him for like an hour. And I finally got a hold of him. His name is David Lovegren. So David, I know you live in England, and if by chance you come across this, thank you once again for saving me, because my job was on the line. I finally got a hold of him, and he's like, oh, dude, no problem. I know how to read a call sheet. It's all good. I knew what time I had to be there. I thought it funny that you didn't phone me, but no problem. I'll be there on time, right? So like an hour later, I'm just like, oh, thank you. So here's the point. So yesterday, I had a live session on Insight Timer for 7:30 in the morning. And I had a gig Friday night with the Mood Swings, which is why my drums aren't here, and I got in really late. So I was up late, and I wasn't quite ready to go at 7:30. I started 2 minutes late. and which I don't like to do. So I was already kind of, a little mad at myself because I was starting late. Then I go live, there's like 30 to 40 people already in the live session, and my microphone's not working. And so I'm looking at my computer trying to figure out what is wrong. Like, why is my microphone not working? Why can't they hear me? And the point of this story is that 15 years ago, I would have been panicking. Like, I would have been in a state where I can't actually think, what is the next thing I should do, right? You know that you can't even figure out what you should do, let alone do it calmly. And so what I found after is I got to reflect on it was I just worked through each problem one at a time, was like, okay, that's on, that's on. Meanwhile, people are like, we can't hear you. So you're getting those texts. And I was able to just block that out and work through each problem. I eventually had to refresh my browser, so my Google browser, I had to refresh it, which I was concerned, like, if I do that, what's going to happen? I don't know. I'll do it. It booted me out of the live, so I had to go back in, and still my mic didn't work, so I went through all the troubleshooting things again, and finally I got it going. 9 minutes later, I got my microphone working. But what was great was I was talking about flow as well yesterday. People got to witness that I actually was just calm. I got to witness that I was calm. And so I am grateful for unity and these teachings that I have, decided or chosen in my life to really bring into my awareness, because they've changed me from the person I used to be, where 15 years ago I'd have been running out of my home into the street thinking, this will solve the problem. If I just run fast, everything will be fixed. That doesn't work, by the way. Unless you're being chased by something, that might work. But as far as making a phone call, running really fast doesn't help. Okay? There's nothing good that can come from that. So, this is where that idea of pause comes in. Even though I wasn't thinking pause, breathe, flow, I was actually practicing that because I've practiced it enough that it's an automatic thing now. That's the key to our prayer and meditation practice, doing it every day, is we're retraining ourselves to be able to manage ourselves when things come up. It's like getting back to the athletes. They train and practice the same stuff over and over again so that when they're in the moment, they don't have to think about it. It's automatic. It just takes over, and we're able to enter that state of being able to block out all the outside noise and go, okay, what do I need to do here? Calmly. And everybody thinks you're calm. You might still be inside, have that energy going, but you're in the moment, you're present, you're able to manage yourself. And I think that's what Jesus was trying to teach us in a lot of ways, was that ability to go within and trust our nature, trust our divine selves to be there for us when we need it. Not the outside world, but the inside world. That's the place that we want to focus. And that's why prayer, meditation, a practice on a daily basis is the key. So we might affirm, I live in the flow of divine life. I move with ease, I act with clarity, and I trust the rhythm of good unfolding through me. That's something that we can think about. So I would like to invite all of us to go into meditation together. And I would like to invite you to name an area or whatever there is for you, a place where there might be a struggle, a place where there might be some fear, a place where there might be something incomplete. that you can bring into this awareness now and invite the opportunity to release, surrender, or forgive. This could be work, money, relationships, expectations that we might be clinging to. So, if you would please, just close your eyes. Allow yourself to relax into the space that you're in right now. If you're joining us online, if you're at home, if you're sitting or laying down, whatever that looks like, just allow yourself to be fully present. And as you're breathing, just notice any areas in you where there might be some tension. It could be in your jaw, could be in your shoulders. Just bring your breath, your attention to that area. And when you exhale, allow that area to soften. And so if you have a particular thing that you're thinking about right now, ask what there is to release. Ask what there might be to surrender to. Investigate to see if there's some forgiveness that can be brought into it. It's okay for you to imagine right now that this is like floating down a lazy river. We want to get to that place of allowing ourselves to just be in the flow of life. And you can even think of it as you're letting this thing go, to flow on its own, to flow away from you. It's done now. There's no need to hang on, to cling on to it. You can think of this as a mantra. I release, I surrender, I forgive, I flow. And so we invite the past to remain in the past. And we can think of it as right now. This is the time. Right now is the time of your life. Let all other things be released. And if you'd like, you can silently affirm to yourself, I move with life. I trust this rhythm. I am in the flow. And I'll invite you to stay in this moment of surrender and allow Josh to play what is next for him to play, and allow you to just be in this, to be fully invested in this space. And let the end of the next song be your reason to come back.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world.
And take a nice deep breath in and let that go. Namaste.
It's a little bit hot. Down just a little bit. Thank you so much. Just that much. Check, 1, 2. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's just a little bit hot, that's all. Is it okay volume-wise out there? Is it a little bit? It's okay? Okay, great. I just won't sing too loud. I'll move it back a bit. Okay, great. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, bright sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. 'Cause I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Am I on? Woohoo! Okay. Well, I realize that every time we begin our meditation, I generally start with my head down. And today, by the time we had finished, based on releasing everything, my head was straight up and I was looking at the future, hoping to be more brave because of that wonderful song you sang for us. And I'm sure I'll be 5 pounds lighter by tomorrow because of everything I've just released. So, okay. I'd like us to join together in singing our abundance affirmation. Thank you, Josh, if you would.
Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Love is my source, love is all, love is my source, love is all, love is my source, love is all. One more time. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Love is my source, love is all, love is my source, love is all, love is my source, love is all. Yeah.
Thank you all for your continued support, whether it be financial, sacred service, talent, or time. We welcome it all, and we welcome it deeply. Thank you. And if you're able to support us financially, then you can do so at the welcome table after service, or online through our website, or e-transfer to donations at unityvancouverisland.com. Please join me in our children's blessing. We see the divine light shining as you. We love and appreciate you exactly the way you are. So again, thank you, Joshua, Reverend Thomas, and thanks to everyone who volunteered in any capacity today to help create our service. And thank you all for joining us online, if you have been with us today. If you're in person here, please stay and enjoy fellowship and refreshments after service. Please join me in our closing prayer, the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and so it is.
And so it is.
And please join together for our peace song.